Wait, this room. Officer, isn't this? Yes, sir. This is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. So it's here now? I knew that they moved out the prosecutor's building, but I had no idea that they come here. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. And Kay too. How are you all doing? Is Kay feeling any better? We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be? This is my grandma. Hold on a second. Name's Hilda Hurt, Sonny. And who the heck might you be? It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. Nurse Nittler, your grandmother's name, Hertz, is she? Yep. Director of Hertz Hospital. This old woman is the head of the hospital? Don't you all forgive me, you dang reprobate. How did she do that? Wow, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am. Oh, that's not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl, the one with amnesia? It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert. Want me to fix those brothers of yours, Sonny? Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable. What? You sure you want me to say that to Grandma? Well, alright then. No, I don't get a dang thing more to say, none of you. You go on about your business, you hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the descendant's deceased body, I got work to do. Wait, please, Not a dang thing, I tell you. Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal? Didn't I mention Grandma's also a coroner? She's in charge of this case, which means ouch! What is this, a comedy duo? Which means exactly that, What do you mean exactly what? How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me. It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine. I can't escape. Well, we've got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care. What the heck's their deal? What does it matter? As long as we have permission to investigate. What does it matter? It matters a bunch, sir. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? Alright, let's get to work. That person over there is called K, right? Surely that means I can't be the K you know. That's what we're looking to figure out, but don't worry. You're the K we know. I'm certain of it. Thanks. A K who lost her memory, and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case will be the key to restoring our K's memories. I staked my life on it. Do it. Hey, Gumshoe. Here. Okay. It's a statue of the goddess of justice. You sure know your stuff, sir. So does the Dolot blessing or what? Not the kind of goddess, detective. It's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scale represents justice, the sword retribution, the blunt bolt shows her impartiality and partiality. I must score the scene and if anything like that catches my attention. There's a pool of blood here, at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it was spread, I say this is where the victim was killed. But the body's on the table behind us, sir. How come? I can only summarize the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Whoa, this one is big statue. But what's it even for? The goddess of justice stands in judgment about the committee's proceeding against corrupt prosecutors. And if I'm not very much mistaken, it's a Paul Holick original. You mean the victim from the I-7 incident, sir? Mr. Artifrost? No matter how murky his name or morals were, there's no denying his skill. This is a genuine work of art. I heard some place that a lot of good artists are either geniuses or eccentrics. Which do you think he was? I don't know about Holick, but Larry is definitely an eccentric. Yes. Get to. Can't be easy reading books that size, or lifting them for that matter. And the comet only just moved. Must have been quite the undertaking. Hauling stuff around is kind of my forte. They could have given me a call. Huh. Well, if we run into a chairman, I'll be sure to ask if there's more heavy lifting to be done. Yeah, I was joking, sir. I can't be carrying stuff up 50 flights up there. I have a real job to do. I was joking to detective. But why were you planning on taking the stairs? Yeah, why? But, hey, incident. It makes me think of something. Did she survive a 100-meter or 100 feet of buildings? She fell from the top, right? And survived. If she survived that, then she might have had a Phoenix Rack invincibility trait. But not as invincible as Phoenix, because when Phoenix falls off a bridge, he just caught a cold or something. Not covered in bandage like that. That's a lot of books, sir. It's kind of intimidating if you ask me. Intimidating? What could be more welcoming than a good book, detective? Guess that depends. I got the chewing out of my life in the library back in the day for running labs inside it. But this isn't really a library, is it? So maybe I can joke around a little, work up some of the anxiety? Something tells me that if I don't stop him, he might very well start running around and around. Okay, then what are we doing right now? I'm jogging with my best friend here. Nice, neatly arranged bookshelf, stretching off into distance. What a pleasing sight, don't you think? Curious, there's not a speck of dust on any of them. Reminds me of my special method for cleaning your office, sir. Sweep, then vacuum, then wipe it all down twice. Then on goes the floor, wax, and then... If only you approach your actual job with the same level of rigor. Well, he's trying his best. An enormous semi-circular desk with seating for 11. It almost reminds me of a certain legend. Another one, sir. The likes of the brown table, right? Oops, guess that wasn't it. The knees of the brown table, the knives of the bronze table, further and further from the mark. But I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in it for now. If things had gone as they were meant to be, I'd be standing at this podium, right? Yeah, guess so, huh? I'm glad the hearing got delayed, but I wish it wasn't because of someone died. Although it would have been that much harder to investigate had my badge had been taken away. The best thing I can do right now for all parties involved is to get to the truth behind this incident. Officer, tell me about the security arrangement for this room. Yes, sir. You need a special keycard to enter, sir. Interesting, so not just anybody can enter. In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been... Yes, sir, a member of committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing. The hearing. My hearing. Would be underway right now, if it wasn't for this. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, yes. He's here. Huh? What's that, Grandma? I know that voice anywhere. That's from Karma's little girl. Oh, so you two know each other. It has been too long, Grandma Hertz. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth. What's she doing here? Franziska von Karma. She's the daughter of Manfred von Karma, and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol though. I thought she was supposed to be aboard. Don't look so surprised. Where my investigation lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be. Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes? You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And that I won't rest until it has been destroyed, and its ill-gotten goods recovered. So the smuggling ring is involved then. That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. I see. She means to be as helpful as ever. Miss von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Since all yours. In that case, we like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind. I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now. You dang vermin. Don't need no soon to be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember, it's not me saying this stuff, okay? Please, Granny, it's important. Who are you, Clan Granny, little miss? Me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Franziska, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see the body up close. I will never learn the truth about what happened to Kay. As in, Kay Faraday? Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us. I don't know what you were up to, but... Very well. Thank you, you won't regret it. Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later. We owe you, sir, big time. I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy. Well, Grandma Hertz, will you allow them to examine the body? I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hon. But you're sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure? You're sure? Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense. Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps. Judge yourself. But don't say I didn't want you. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay? Don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation. Till things turn sour. Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Don't talk in K. You pesky kids want something? That's a prosecutor badge, right? I've seen a few of them to be... Ouch. Quite flashing that badge around in front of me. You're no good soon to be ex-prosecutor. If you like the dang thing so much, maybe you should try harder to keep it. It's not the badge I care about. I have more important things to protect. I don't even need to ask Grandma to know what she said to that. Getting wrapped up in some long thing is the only way for it sometimes. Thank you for such therapeutic advice. I'll bear it in mind. I'm so glad we found you so quickly. Bet Kay would have been lost without her dear old dad. I'm not her father. I'm simply an acquaintance. Really? Then why did she have your business card? How many children do you know walk around with their parents' business cards in their pockets? I have grandmas. That way I can be sure. Ouch. Who gives a hoot if you're the girl's father? You took her in. You dang well better look after her. I fully intend to. You needn't worry about that. Kay is safe with me. Yeah, Grandma's right. Nurse Needler, could you tell me a little more about your relationship with Dr. Hertz? Sure, let's see. Well, I've lived with her since I was a little. If I got lost while I was out playing, she come looking for me till the sun went down. If I fell over and grazed my knee, he watched over me till I found the strength to pick myself up. That's quite a heartwarming tale, a very classic grandmother-grandchild relationship. And once I became a nurse, if I stuck needle in the wrong place, she said, "Not there, you bonehead, there." And then she pulled it right out and ouch. Ouch! I felt that, pal. Can we stop talking about the needles now? Anyway, so yeah, I can do any kind of nursing thing I need for grandma now. Thank you. That was a very thorough answer indeed. Even if the story didn't end of a heartwarming note, it's nice that they share such a close bond, I suppose. You must be the best coroner in town, Dr. Hertz. I'll bet you can spot the cause of death in seconds and get it right every time, huh? What do you know about coroner? You big galoot. You don't know the first dang thing. Ouch. You'll have to forgive the detective, Dr. Hertz. I'll make sure he learns not to say such a presumptuous things. As if I care. You shut your pie hole and listen, Mr. Smarty Pants. Beating a cause of death correctly in seconds is my bread and butter, which is why the one thing that gets my gut worse than anything is sports getting in my dang way. I think that's all she wanted to say. Satisfied? Absolutely. Thank you very much. All we need to do is examine the body for clues. We'll do our best to stay out of your way. I imagine it's because of how seriously she takes her work that she reacts so colorfully to us. Hertz Hospital is the finest medical institution in the land. It will be with grandma in charge. How about it? You look like you could use some R&R. You sure do, and you're in luck. We got us an empty suit or two, with fancy hot tubs and all right now. Thank you, but as you can see, we're in perfectly fine health. We won't be needing a room at the hospital. Yup, fit as a fiddles and strong as oxes. That's our motto, right, sir? It may be yours, detective, but I like to think I have a little more going for me than that. That doesn't matter. Hertz Hospital welcome the hale and hearty too. Are healthy, so what? Stay anyway. So what? Stay anyway. Campaign is in full swing and going great. Not sick or injured? That's nice. Your room is half the price. Nothing on earth could convince me to spend a night at the hospital for a pleasure. This is one-time offer, you know. So how about it? Come stay at the happiest hospital in town. A hot tub does sound pretty good. And half price? This might be too good to miss. Seriously, detective? Talk to you. Yes, what is it? I'd like to take a look at this, Francisca. Fine, what am I looking at? My prosecutor's badge. And I just wanted to show it to you, that's all. Ouch. Good, so you do still feel pain. And what's that supposed to mean? I just want to make sure you hadn't foolishly gone and lost all brain function yet. So Kay Faraday has lost her memory. How could you let that happen, you fool? I unfortunately have no good answer for that. Excuse me, but it's not Mr. Edgeworth's fault. How are you walking around? You recovered from head to toe in bandage. Oh, thank you for your concern, but I'm fine, honest. You're really not yourself, are you? I didn't even say anything worth thanking me for. Malsechers, you better get her memory back ASAP, or you'll be sorry. You could just say with your words what you're worried about her, you know. Malsechers, you might have plenty of time on your hands, but I'm a busy woman. You like Jamie Ninja? You don't like it. Alright. What about this thing? You like this thing? Oh. What are you doing here, Francisca? I thought you were working abroad on something with Interpol. Wouldn't you like to know? But that's top secret and I have neither the need nor the obligation to tell you. I thought you say as much. Anyway, never mind that. Where's the prosecutor in charge of this case? Not that I know who's been assigned, but I was hoping they'd take care of the legwork for me. Yet, they haven't even bothered to show up. What in the world could they be doing? Ouch! I'm not the prosecutor's keeper, sir. It's hardly fair to whip people who don't deserve it, Francisca. What use is a whip if you don't use it there, And who better to use it on than anybody who isn't giving 110%? I may not know who's been assigned yet, either, but I 110% feel for them already. Couldn't help but notice that you seem to be acquainted with Dr. Hertz. How very aesthetic of you, Mr. Stewart. Yes, I know her. Once upon a time never mind. She doesn't seem keen to talk about it. Perhaps I better to leave it for. What happened, sir? What happened once upon a time? You cannot tell us now. Ouch! Only a foolishly pries into another person's business. Now hold your tongue, Scruffy, or you'll get more than a mere tongue lashing. It's a bit late for that. Compare it to the whip. Spoil a child. A whip in time saves the mind. Didn't you go to school? Whipless wonder? Eek! Yes, it seems that leaving it alone is the right choice after all. How's the investigation going, officer? Good, sir. To tell you the truth, I've forgotten all about work and decided to focus on daydreaming. They say if you think pictures instead of words, it's really good for the right side of your brain, so that will be quite enough. Well, one thing. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her. I think we know that already, Detective. Our case standing right over the wall. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Could be she work in one of the offices here in the building? Please don't accuse Kay. Winner, please don't accuse Kay. Well, I have a bad feeling about it. Perhaps, but for now, she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think I was Kay? I must score the scene. Check anything that catches my attention. Kay's notebook. This book. What the? That's Kay's promises notebook. Sure, she wrote down all the promises to her dad. I haven't seen this in a date. Book of vows made by a child to her father. But what exactly is it doing here? Oh, I just remembered something Detective had told me years back. It said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. What? Evidence went missing from police custody? Detective Pet said he looked for it everywhere but no dice. What could this mean? And why did it turn up here of all places? You there, what do you know about this notebook, officer? The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time. So that's how she became. Talk about red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it though. Only with a few more leads to the victim's true identity. Show it to table. Pure white jacket with deep red stain on the staple. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right hand side. What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no? Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons will be on the left. Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff. This is common knowledge, Detective. Miss, wait, what's this in the pocket? Wear a glove, also white. They don't seem to be so soiled in any way. I imagine they must belong to the victim. Think this could be the murder weapon? Free arm and candle bomb. The victims suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could well have been made by the spikes. A candle. Album? Not quite, detective. A candle candle holder, in other words. Ah, I gotcha. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once a while back, and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month. Who does that in day and age? Doesn't look as there's anything in his pocket. Nothing except this hole right here. By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp. Can keep your coins in there now. They all fall right out. Have you never heard of a change purse, detective? Sure have, sir. It's underwater for a pocket, right? I give up. Something pinned to the jacket here. Piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, looks like it was torn off pretty roughly. The victim's hair is caked with blood. Looks like she was hit with something, huh? Certainly, too early to say for certain. Perhaps an actor will help us get further. The base is very unique shape. If it were removed from a dusty shelf or something, it will be immediately obvious that we have been standing. The parts of each arm were covered in blood. The spacing edges of the wounds and the victim's chest. But is this really the murder weapon? Seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point. I think it has something to do with how she died? No, this scar's too old for it. I'll imagine it happened some time ago. Holding something. Detective, could you open a hand for me? Yes, sir, right away. What is that? Wait, I know. The loyalty card, probably from a store the key card. Why, sir? Why? The question we should be asking, what does it open? I would imagine that the victim's keycard probably grants to this rumble. Let me go find out, sir. I'm back. We found some details on the keycard in the security room, just like you said. So the victim was able to enter the really. Assuming the keycard belonged to her. It did. Judging by its appearance, I said that flower K was originally belonged to the victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, it does look like it's made out of the same fabric. It's like a closer comparison. Turn edge matches up exactly. You got one heck of an eye, sir. Flower belonged to the victim. It implies a connection between the victim and K. Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with a considerable force. K. Faraday was involved in the accident somehow, and based on what we are seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect. What? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion. Simply considering all in the track mark that job. For better or worse, yes. Seems we're now closer to discovering the identity of our victim. Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure? Of course we're sure. What are you talking about? Thank you. And that person lying there is someone you may have murdered, but that's all we can say for now. No, there's no way she did it. Isn't it right, sir? Dude, I don't believe that Kay we know could have done something like that. You're becoming a real softy, said Short. Well, look who it is again. I know that. Winning smile and the number on one in name. The business. This I, prosecutor, Eustace Winner. Coming along. Please forgive the interruption. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you. I don't need you. This case is fine. It's what the victim would have wanted. You knew the victim? But be not afraid of it, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth. She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything is going to be alright. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them. Malsachot, who is this imbecile? Oh, why am I getting the dead killer? I've got nothing to do with him. Francisca von Karma. My apologies. Should have introduced myself sooner. Dorothy Gavel. Surfeit. The deceased in this case is Rosie Ringer, attorney at law, member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. That will find the kicker. So, see that? So you're the prosecutor? Yep. Case will be... You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. If you want to know my name, all you have to do is... Oh man, that is... Stop babbling and tell me. Now! It's Eustace Winner. I think we've established your balance of power lies in particular room. Mr. Guy in charge? Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Mr. Winner. Alright, that's me done. See you next, Steve. Yeah, home time. I could murder a bowl of noodles right now, but now. We're rather here, everybody. Stay healthy. Let's see. So the one of is this the candle holder filter? Yeah. The blurry out. What now, Gavel? Very kind of you. Share the coroner's finding with everybody, yes. But perhaps you should leave it there. She will want you to strain your voice off. That will be a tragedy. Anyway, let's settle it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday. What? What the heck are you talking about? I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandage is Miss Faraday herself, correct? You really meant to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object, loudly and forcefully. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine. Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay. I still don't remember anything. So, maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman, and I just don't remember. The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confession cleanse us. She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I. Judge Gavel, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your ground for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield, not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusation. Then allow me, prepare to be hit with a faithful deductive genius, Edgeworth. They call it the human race because somebody has to win it. And that somebody is me. What kind of argument is that? I won this race. I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. She snuck into the committee chamber, looking to do some of her trademark thieving, which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. Deductive genius? That was a total mess. And if Detective comes with saying that, you know it must be bad. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing. True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. It's alright, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in it. My deductions are not acts of divine intervention, you know. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, I'll be sure to freely let you know.
Hold it!
There are two major flaws with the statement that you just made. Flaws in a statement of mine, I don't make mistakes, it's literally impossible. And that's the flaw right there. You were just trying to confuse me. It's a cheap tactic, even for you. Well, it won't work, because I'm the world champion of not getting confused, so there.
Hold it!
Would you mind explaining the grounds for your accusations in a little more detail? Well, if you insist, prepare to be fought. Wow, that joke. I figured it all out before anybody else even had the chance. Before I even saw the scene. No, before I even heard about the I knew it right away. She did it. She's the murderer. It can't be anybody else. Eek. Your grounds? Yes, sorry. Oh, she's getting to that. Family. Snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark thieving.
Hold it!
Oh, really? And what was it she was trying to steal? Well, a file. A very particular file. One pertaining to your professional conduct, in fact, Mr. Edgeworth. And you can prove that she needed this file badly enough to steal it. Oh, there will be no need to go into that. Will there, Mr. Prosecutor? No, that won't be necessary. Oh, please, Mr. Winner, continue. This is the pin Kay always wears. It shapes like the mark of the Yatagarasu and it's very eye-catching indeed. I can't imagine any thief other than Kay would want to wear it. Oh. Let's see.
Objection!
Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? Certainly it sounds like you are. What can I say? Winners know where winners go. Number 1, 2, and 3. In other words, the majority of your work is second, not third rate. Why do you always have to make fun of me? You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this key card. Why, who do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of these to get in there, in here, don't you? Have you no shame? Oh man, this is satisfying. Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay? Of course I do, she did it. Faraday's the killer. Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without a keycard. She, you know, there was and she, yeah. A masterful summary. No, as you know, only members of the committee have key cards, therefore only they can enter. Meeting. Precisely. Why is she agreeing with? Please take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 12:52 a.m. Ringer's key card. We cannot know for certain, of course, but who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Ringer and then kill her some sort of subsequent disagreement? Certainly plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it will require the victim and her murderer to have known. Yeah, he didn't know the woman. Sure of it. How can you possibly be sure of such? It's pure speculation on part of the thief. There's no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at the crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have set hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Singer knew one another. But of course. What? I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket. Another one of the victim's possession. And you keep this to yourself until now? You planned for this, didn't you? That's why. The candle holder that killed her, huh? She died. Sometime last night. What now, Gavel? Very kind of. Hahaha. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Okay? Years ago. It would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices. You say? Accomplices in the plot of steal from the fair room in which we are standing. No. Wait, so your principal suspect is Miss Kay Faraday for the second crime, as well as Miss murder. I'm the principal suspect? Don't listen to her. It's all lies, all of it. You're not like that. You never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of. Then how do you explain the letter, detective? Unlike Mr. Winner, I suspected that Judge Gavel herself had some proof to support her accusation, but I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive. Nicely done, Gavel. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here yet. I still have the question, and you better have answer. Would you mind if I handle this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground. I can't let them steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. Case. The letter more than adequately proves Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Mr. Ringer's help in the plot. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one less card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. It's good, better than ever. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Don't do this out of pride, man, Edgeworth. You're going to fail. Do it on somebody else's time. Hey, whose side are you on, sir? There is only one side to be on, Scarfy. The side of the truth. Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say. Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be done the winning. What you? Hey. Not exactly. Holy. Standing. Goddess. What exactly was the nature of the relationship? Faraday was grateful for Mr. Springer's cooperation, just as the letters. I think that more than adequately describes it, don't you? No, as I was saying.
Hold it!
Can you tell us any more about this plot? The letter implies that a theft, and it was written by your friend, Mr. Faraday, by making her a prime suspect. Case closed.
Objection!
Anybody can forge a letter. Not conclusive proof of anything. I also seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion. Is on sabbatical. How can you be sure of that? It's unlikely she would tell you that she had resumed her activity, surely. Perhaps she took up stealing again, and simply chooses to keep it from you. As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Mr. Ringer was involved in a plot to steal something. If I just do this right now. Because the thing is not stealing. They just want to give something back. Here's it. So that's 12 years ago. On my
Hold it!
whatever reason, could you be a little more specific? Not at the moment, but I'm sure our investigation will uncover any number of possibilities. Whereas your lack of proof that Miss Faraday is innocent continues to be a major problem for you.
Objection!
I concede that some of the evidence will seem to be point to case involvement, but none of it is anywhere near conclusive. A letter explicitly outlining the connection to the victim backed up by supporting evidence from the scene? How much more conclusive could it be? What's more, where is your proof to the contrary? Just save the...
Hold it!
Is there any actual evidence to show that Kay killed Miss Springer? You don't give up, do you? What do you call that letter, huh? Evidence, duh. I wouldn't be so sure for one thing. It doesn't mention anything resembling a murder plot. It doesn't? Oh, I guess not, huh? Aha, but it will once we hold the flame to it and reveal the secret writing. What can I show you? I wouldn't place too much hope in that revealing anything is just when we don't need it to, not when we have.
Objection!
No.
Hold it!
You are able to examine the pocket question for us. And you want to know why the letter was there, I assume? It's simple, the police numbers. One priority was handing it over to her. The victim had kept it in the left side of her chest next to her heart. In other words, to indicate her heart's desire that her killer be brought to justice. I have little interest in sentimental speculation about Miss Springer's desire. But one thing does interest me. The fact that the letter was in victim's left chest pocket. It is the truth, as the goddess is my witness. This or the letters. There's no doubt about it. Here's in the good.
Objection!
So the victim kept the most vital clue of all closest to her heart. How very touching. The voices of the dead fight to be heard. Even then, they don't always. But her voice rang loud and told us that Mr. Paradise is a killer. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor. Or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. Hey, you take that back. Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means, if I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side. No. Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket, right where she was stabbed by the candle holder. Indeed, 3 puncture wound on the chest, and yet not one on the letter. Miraculous, no? Well, Judge Cavell, how do you explain that? Because I can't think of one explanation that the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter. No! It's clear the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter. And you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Objection!
No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket, yeah. Huh? Seriously? The whole left chest pocketing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant her left. Ah! Stop your foolishly plundering me, foolishly foolish fool, or are you just that incurably foolish? Why do you keep whipping me? And stop making fun of my deduction. Yeah! There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining him. Yes. Even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter was stained with blood, which suggests it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistake in the report. Not unless that report was given by you. Well, say something. No objection? Good. Then allow me to continue. So we have established the existence of a second suspect. No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and Ringer? Whoever it was, he would have needed a keycard. Judge Cavell proposed that the killer entered the room together with the victim. But what if there's something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than Kay. Yeah. This thingy. The keycard record.
Take that!
Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Cavell a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 AM. But you'll note that someone else's keycard is also listed. A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? This other person entered at 10:15 PM, so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. Except I'm afraid it is. And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor? My evidence? I am the evidence detective. Wait. Do we have to get you? Are you the main suspect in here? It was my keycard. There's nothing suspicious about committee member entering the chambers, please. Is there? Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague. What other nonsense? What will I have to gain from killing her?
Objection!
I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had. I am faithful servant of the goddess. Why would ever resort to an act of crime? I used my keycard, that much is true, but my reason for entering this room is far from questionable. And perhaps you care to tell us why. I had business here in committee chamber. there were certain preparations to make. Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me. I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. But I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. My hearing, he must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me to relieve me of my badge. Alright children, that's enough. It's good to keep our skills and our tongues sharp, especially when we were young, but that'll do for now. Who in the... What the hell? Really takes me back to days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere, living his best life. You'll have to forgive me, it's just... I got so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them. Chairman Winner. Winner? Verity, my girl. Do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. And is this young Francisca I see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winner, it's been far too long. And so formal. I thought we were like family. You used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winner, at the top of your little lungs. But time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered, and you're in charge of the case, my boy. What is this? You bring your pops to work day? Talents, do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself, a former chief prosecutor, and the current chairman of the committee for prosecutorial excellence. No, Verity. Based on the music, I think he's the main suspect. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really. Allow me to apologize for the detective rudeness. I am Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I'm Excelsior's Winner, father to this idiot boy, among other things. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows to where. Dad, you're here to use my handkerchief? Thank you, son. You're a good boy, in your own silly way. Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's hard to say who's bigger fool. Well, Verity, how goes the investigation? Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified the prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We are currently trying to... You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten we have just discovered about the latter?
Objection!
I told you, that was just a mix-up. You got the wrong Don't test my patience. Alright, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we? I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies. I think you've all made your cases very clearly. All except for you, Eustace. What? But Dad... We are prosecutors and it's our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare to call someone suspect without evidence or motive. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves seems pretty apt, based on what I've heard. Case no criminal. This helped us catch bad guys lots of times. Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us... It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. What did you do that for? But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough. What the heck is that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is so precious, and we have so little of it. And there are so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? Alright, Miss K. Faraday. Time to come along quietly. Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell you. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It's an act so present, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this, detective? Why? So either K goes down on Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do? You use his badge to shield yourself? Oh, how the committee too has fallen. Okay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the goddess of justice. Please, Eddie, save me. What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can fight for themselves. But now, my fate is tied to this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to add up here. I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Just Gavel, a moment please. Yes, what is it? Your badge? What's the meaning of this? I'm returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer. Mr. Edgeworth! What are you doing, Master George? Explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up, just like that? You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding, please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty, and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly share the title to be free. I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here. Are you running away from the phone karma? For me? Say what you will, Francisca. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this, never. No, this is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait, Kay, don't go. You stay right where you are, detective. But sir, I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that. Where you go, I go, Mr. Richard. I'm always there right by your side. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. Well now, this is no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try and try. And yet, it's never enough. There's nothing to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far. She better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does.